Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Chad, and behind me we have the Brute Force 750. This one is a 2019 year model. I've had it about a year and a half roughly. So I want to let you know the top 3 things about it, why I like it and why I still like it, why I bought it, all that good stuff. And so to start off, it's a funny thing, no one really thinks about it, it doesn't ever come up, but I like to do these types of reviews that people don't repeat. So I kind of don't want to point the obvious things out, but I do point some things out that probably you are thinking about, not many people pointed out, if you got all that. All right, so the seat, if you take a look at the seat, this thing's got the biggest seat, the longest seat of all the ATVs. I mean, I looked at the, the Can-Am, Outlander, the Polaris Sportsman, the Suzuki King Quad, the Yamaha Grizzly. You know, all those are good four-wheelers, but the seats are limited. And the seat here is long. Why is that important? Well, it gives you plenty of room when riding. So shifting around to the front, you shift your weight to the back. But like I'm sitting not even to the very back yet, and I've got plenty of room. So not supposed to do this, not supposed to ride 2 up, but look at that. You got plenty of room for your little kids if you want to teach them to ride. Screw forward, the wife or the girlfriend on the back, whatever you got. I don't have both. But so that's it. Yeah, the seat. So let's move on to number 2. Step number 2, or top reason number 2, is a pretty big reason, and there's so many good ones. This one I'm about to go with the sheer power, like the 0 to 50. When you throttle that thing down, I mean, it's gone. It will hang with anything out there. All the big bores, all the 1000s, 0 to 50. This thing's got it. So that's a ball of fun. That's a blast of power. And what else? Well, of course, being Japanese, the reliability, that's great. But there's one other thing. So I know that's an obvious thing. I don't want to use that as one of my top reasons. But what I do is point out something someone doesn't really point out, is the weight. This thing weighs 100 pounds less than the other ATVs everyone compares them to. Yes, 100 pounds less at least. And that's why people are like, oh, it's only got, 50 horsepower, depending on how they measure, all those things. But when it all comes down to it, off the line, this thing's a little rocket. So why is that good? Not only for speed, but for weight. I put this in the back of a pickup, and the weight, just the sheer weight of having to load in a truck, it makes it nice to shaving off at least 100 pounds. But better yet, what about getting stuck? When you get stuck, instead of having someone pull you out, you should be able to get back behind this thing, pick it up, set it down in some new tracks. Let's do a quick example. I'll show you how light that is. All right, I got the GoPro on the ground, and hopefully you can see this. I mean, this is a bad angle. Usually when it's stuck, this rack is going to be down low, and it's even easier to grab and pick up. So I'll just kind of show you, like, you just want to move it over, just hop it over. I mean, you try doing that with one of those big boys, those big 1000 cc's or the 800s, 850s. So yeah, that's a pretty good reason too. All right, there you have it. That is, after a year and a half, that's still the top 3 things, but I'm like, what? That's a good decision. Love having that extra room on the seat. Nice for many reasons. Even also, ride adjustability, shifting weight, or another passenger, which you're not supposed to do, just for right there. But I think everybody probably does it. So, and also I didn't mention the Honda earlier to compare to this, because the Hondas really aren't up to speed, so to speak, with these other quads, but they are reliable. But anyway, so move on to number 2 we mentioned was just the raw power it's got, the 0 to 50 blast. Everyone knows that's kind of a known thing. Couldn't pass it up, though. It has to be in the top 3, even though I want to state some things that are not as obvious. And then the third is the weight. This thing does weigh less than most of the ones you're probably looking at if you're in the V-twin class, 100 pounds at least. And then why is that important? Well, lighter, faster, easier to load, unload. Also getting stuck, being able to pick that out of the ruts, move it over. So hope this helps. Give it a thumbs up. If you think there's something else that should have been in the top 3, go ahead and comment. Love to hear what you think. Appreciate everyone's support watching these videos. Just subscribe if you can. Get more content. It's gonna get good. Got some fun stuff, so appreciate it, guys.